Welcome back, everybody, to Tales of Trusia, Campaign 1, Episode 2, Swords of Fortune. For those of you that don't recall, last time you all found yourself paired up to complete the bounty contract on Selwyn Darkflame. You all kind of searched the town for information, going to the Dip in the Fork Tavern, and talking to the barkeep, the tavern owner's daughter, before ultimately sitting down and playing Dragon's Dice with a goblin and a Loman friend of his. The dice game quickly turned whenever Eldon decided to flip the table and go full beast mode on the other players. You all threw them out the window of the tavern and interrogated them on the streets outside.
That's a good call.
And from them, collectively, you got a map, which you took from a goblin forcibly, and information...
Forcibly? It's a skin.
Skin that poor goblin for this map.
And then interrogated his friend after breaking several bones to kind of take the two together and determine if they were the truth. And
we did that was pure spite. It had nothing to do with trying to, it was all out of anger.
My mistake.
Which brings us to where we are now. The sun has set in Forktown as you all continue your adventure.
I say, listen here, buddy old Palo, friends of mine. Obviously, we need to be heading out toward this here fortress. Now, me personally, I like a, quiet, sneak in at night kind of attack. If that's not...
That's why they call him the Silent Knife. I get it now. I get it.
Yes. That's why they call me the Silent
What was
Knife.
that?
That's where Naki's laugh.
Are you still under the effect of...
Huh?
Are you still under the effect?
Whoa. People better.
Conjure yourself a little mustache.
Oh, yo, I mean, yeah.
I work with a bunch of fools. Anyways.
Oh, but it was fine when it was the contract broker.
Fuck him. Anyways. I say we go in, we do a little bit of scouting around, see what we can figure out, and then go from there. But we could wait till morning and have a less, silent type of attack. As my name suggests. Anyway. Yes, my suave wizard friend. Get it together. Get it together.
Yeah, suave, man. You know.
Sidebar, it just makes me think about
Anybody got a sharp edge?
that hippo from Madagascar. Just like, these are my ladies.
Talk about Mote.
First of all, that's Surf's Up, and that's the main
Oh,
penguin
is it?
dude. Yes, he's
Oh,
talking
okay.
about all his trophies.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah. Madagascar.
Moto's the name's so nice you gotta say it twice.
So,
you as quick as you as hip.
These are the ladies. But anyway, my spells are good. I don't need rest.
Okay. Do you want to do it at night, or do you want to wait till the morning? Get him with a little stand to action.
Well,
Anybody who's full security knows that. Cole, Trent. Probably not you guys, because you guys are, whatever. Anyways.
the knife strikes harder when you can't see it.
True, but for all we know, they could be up all night drinking and partying. If we go now, we can figure out if they're having a party.
Clark, give me a charisma check real quick.
15.
I don't know what it was about what he just said, but Eldon really thought dang, the knife does work.
I contemplated my whole existence in that one phrase.
Oh, you fool. That's what I mean. Let's go now.
Let's go now?
Let's go now.
Alright, so...
I'm with you. Let's go now.
Well, let's... Okay.
I've got meat in there.
Well, that's... What about
I've
you?
got meat in me.
Okay, so we're gonna go. So let's head out of town and head toward this fortress. You have the map, you know how to read it, so you're the front man. Do you want to I don't know, stretch that out or something? I mean,
I can draw it.
yeah, why don't you? Do you want him to translate that over so you don't have to hold the goblin skin for the entire campaign?
Indubitably.
As the blood's just still dripping down to the ground.
It's done.
Okay, anyways, you know how to read it. which direction do we need to head out of town?
I'd like to pancake throw it back to him.
Why is it slobbering?
So to answer your question, I'm gonna need you to give me an investigation check.
Okay.
That's what we call a swab roll.
You don't have a full map of Trusia to compare this to right now, but you do know that it does start at the mountain pass for the snow tops.
7.
7.
7.
So you can kind of tell that these are kind of looking a little bit like the short pine, but you're not quite sure because there's a lot of pine trees on that mountain.
Okay, I'm gonna turn it this way and try it again.
What was your roll based on?
Investigation.
Investigation. I'll try it. 15.
Yeah, so you feel like you've seen enough maps of the area to know that you're gonna have to travel about a mile up the mountain pass and then hang a sharp right on to a path that is typically too snowed over to take, but since this is closer to the summer months, it would be thawed enough for hard, albeit possible, egress there.
Okay. I would like to look at the dwarf and say,
Hop on me like a backpack.
All right.
Follow
Let's
me,
go.
my friends. I know the path.
Let's go. I start.
Did you pick your hammer back up?
Yeah. He
Okay.
made it a point.
Thankfully, yeah.
thankfully, he has his hammer.
I
Okay,
said,
yeah, so you all travel, it would roughly take you all a fortnight, but you travel the wilds of Trusia, camping by night, not really running into anything too crazy. You seem to be leaps and bounds ahead of your competition, as you've not seen another bounty hunter at all.
Probably helps that we killed the 2 people with the information.
Yes.
Doesn't hurt.
Doesn't hurt.
Definitely
And,
doesn't hurt.
No
You
witnesses.
come to the mountain path, and as Eldon knows, but I don't know that he shared it with the rest of you. It is a little rough, but it is doable.
Why'd you have to make eye contact with me?
It seems to kind of slope down before picking up and curving hard around one of the smaller kind of mountain peaks that are there.
Meta knowledge. Let's go.
We would like to be there now.
Well, hold up.
Okay.
Okay, I look at the map and kind of compare what paths we see versus what's on the map.
Yeah, I mean, it looks roughly, because, it is a tattoo probably done on a goblin by another goblin. So, there's
It's a
like...
close approximation.
Yeah, on the map you can kind of tell, and, again, you have to squint your eyes and kind of move it, but it looks like one of them tried to make a little tiny, goblin chanting with a spear, but it just turned out to be like a blob with a line and everything. So it kind of confuses you a little bit, but for the most part, it looks like the path you're trying to take.
Wizard, didn't you say that they used the symbols to mark the path to the castle? Was that not said?
Was it?
Was it? I would like to cast Third Eye and find out. Which, as you know, allows me to cast receiving information only the GM knows. Or should I only use that in battles?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
I'd say send it.
That is, in fact...
Wait a minute, pause.
What's the roll on that?
I would just like to just go back in my own temple, my head here, and think.
Without casting the spell.
Without casting the spell.
Yeah, sure. Give
Just,
me a
just going
history
back to
check.
thinking, being like, is that what he said originally? Okay, so let's see. It's an 8.
8?
You have the memory of Dory.
Yeah, you're almost certain that that's what he said, but you're also now kind of being like, or was it that the symbol leads to danger?
Couldn't everybody just think about it real quick and see if you guys remember exactly what was said? Like, just off. Try to do that.
What am I doing?
A history check.
Oh gosh.
You too, dwarf. Try to remember.
I was quite drunk at the time.
18.
18?
Yeah.
I got a 22.
Yeah, so both of you all are certain that you need to follow the symbol.
11.
Okay, so we need to find the symbols and make sure that this is the direction we're supposed to be going. So we all need to look around and do a perception check, I would assume,
Yes.
to see if we're in the right. If we see a symbol.
Jeez.
Terrible.
I have great perception, but that was a terrible roll. I got a 7.
19.
9.
I've got a 5.
9.
Got 19.
Ooh, okay. The dwarf can see.
Okay. Yeah, so the rest of them are just kind of like looking at trees, like just searching around everywhere, and you can see beyond a little ways what you're sure is the symbol carved into a tree kind of up the hill.
You gotta tell us that.
I found that the symbol here pointing up and towards the hill.
Best head that way, I assume.
To make haste.
So I start heading that way.
Is he still on my back?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm about to ask you. In what orientation are you traveling?
We've got these two up front, which he's on your back, so it's you three up front.
So you're silently behind us with a knife.
Kind of the name, but yeah, mostly because he can actually see what's going on. He can read the map, and I'm just keeping an eye out behind us to make sure nobody comes up behind us, as my character would do, because it's just what I am.
Yeah, whoever's traveling in the front,
Yeah.
I want you to give me a Constitution saving throw.
16.
16? So, as you're walking through, you kick just a little bit of snow that's covering the ground, which trips a wire, bringing a log down from the kind of the upward slope on your side of the mountain. It brings a log down, which pierces into the ground, but you are able to evade it
Nice.
as you make your way on up the mountain.
All right, so obviously there's traps set up this hill, gents. So maybe we could perceive ahead and see.
We're gonna perceive under the snow.
Yeah, I mean you can see like disturbed snow, like little humps or whatever and whatnot.
Yeah.
You never
Can
know.
I roll to see humps in the snow?
Yes.
Abnormal humps in the snow.
Abnormal. That would have to be a solid, like investigation.
Yes.
14.
I too am gonna look.
Um, Yeah, so you see,
6.
you can see tracks that kind of bob and weave around the path. Kind of, I wouldn't say randomly. It seems pretty methodical that they're bobbing and weaving. They are about 2 weeks old, so they're just barely noticeable.
I do want to point out that the dwarf rolled
I did roll a 22.
on his perception of the snow.
Yeah, so you're seeing the same thing. Anybody above Dylan or higher is seeing the same.
Okay,
Should-
I'm
should
not
we-
seeing it. You're not seeing
Should
it.
we tell him just to follow us? I mean, you're on my back still, I think.
No.
Okay, so yeah, we just tell the rest of the party to follow like our footsteps.
We do, obviously. I do.
Yep.
I can't speak for my wizard friend.
And you all find your way into the cave that the guy you interrogated was telling you about.
The cave, you saying?
I didn't hear anything about cave. Where was I?
Your history check.
Well,
was
if
too
you,
low.
if you recall, when you interrogated him, he told you about a path, and then you go through a cave, and then the fortress on the other side of the mountain.
Dwarf, would you mind looking at this cave and seeing if you see anything dangerous or?
I would love to go inside the cave and get out of the weather.
Well, I just meant for you to like check it out, just kind of see if there's any traps at the door or anything.
Is our arcana like refreshed?
I will.
Okay.
Wizard, you could do the same.
Yeah,
if it was
I was gonna check for anything magical. I got 11 though.
Oh, I got
Well, that's
6.
good.
Yeah.
You're not sensing anything innately magical.
Okay.
I too am gonna check
For what? Which one?
the door, just if there's I see any wires or anything or traps or anything like that.
It's just a straight up door?
It's just a cave
Cave
entrance, right?
entrance,
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I would like to just hustle in through.
Okay, first of all,
First, the law of declaration is
no,
already declared.
no. I had already perceived
Listen,
it.
there's
so-
a dwarf to fall on. I'm okay.
Yeah, we're good. I'll be your shield.
He's a backpack.
Okay,
Anyways,
both of you all
I got
give
a
me
16.
dexterity saving throws.
The dwarf has to make a dexterity saving throw. You're gonna catch it. You know that.
15.
Oh, 20.
20.
And
21.
20.
21.
So they are able to pass through the cave, which, as they pass through, it sets off several charges of what is presumably dwarven flash powder, and it blows kind of parts of the roof down, blocking the entrance for the rest of you, but sealing them on the other side.
Oh dang.
At least there's two of us.
That's
Huh?
right.
You fools. This is why we do not
This is why
rush.
you keep a dwarf on your back.
This is why you don't rush into anything.
Better start digging.
As I am very calculated, I know this.
I'm gonna shout through in the hopes that they can hear me. I'll be like, what's your character's name? I forgot.
Eldon.
Eldon, that's right. Eldon, stand back. And I'm gonna try to use turbulence. I'm gonna put my hand on like a smaller piece of rock and try to cast turbulence and try to shove it through.
Okay.
Oh my.
Do I hear him?
Give me a perception check.
So I don't have to roll a d20 for that, do I? I won't need a roll.
So it sounds kind of like he said, you heard it, but it was muffled. It sounded kind of like he said, Eldon, face me with your back.
I looked at the dwarf. Did you hear that?
I think so.
Roll that sucker so we don't get blasted.
Yeah.
Yep.
Perception.
Perception.
Yeah. Right here. You're
14.
Oh, not quite, though.
Does he hear more, though?
Yes, you heard that he said, stand. And then, but you were kind of thinking he said, stand and lift with your back.
in my
Twisting, jerking.
in my calculated manner, I know that just to make sure they heard me, I too scream at them to get away from the blockage.
Okay.
No, I guess you guys roll for that to see if you hear me this time, because I would do that as a calculator.
I'm blasted.
I only got a 14.
13.
But together we're 27.
Yeah, we'll do a cumulative.
Okay.
You all kind of piece
We
it
hear
together.
crystal clear.
You all kind of piece it together that they're trying to tell you to get away, or that at least Centric is telling you to get away from the wall. But now you have the confusion of two different directions that you've heard. One telling you to lift with your back, or stand with your back facing it, or to
Okay,
get away.
so I'm gonna take the dwarf off, and I'm gonna put him down, facing away from the blast, and I'm gonna put my back to it, and kind of just slightly lift him with my back towards it.
Oh my god! Do your thing.
So,
Arcana check.
Huh?
I need an Arcana
Oh.
check.
I just did the d6s. That's a 15, I think. Yeah, 15.
Okay.
The total damage rolled would have been a 10 because it's 2d6 plus intelligence. It says it's effective up to 45 feet, and I'm point blank on some of the rock.
Yeah, so you're able to. Oh my gosh! You're able to blast the rock that goes shooting through
We get some
the other
bird shot.
side. Yeah, I need you all to give me a gosh.
Dexterity, probably.
Yeah, dexterity saving throw.
Oof. 5.
Got a 3.
So you both are going to take half of the total damage that he did to the rocks.
I am covering him though, so I don't think really technically does he
Okay.
have
Yeah, so you'll take 2 points and you'll take half of the total damage.
to... Okay, how many was it?
It's 10.
10, okay.
And but other than that, there's a hole clear. There's a hole made just big enough for you all to kind of like worm your way through in the wall, and see that your companion is now like beaten and battered.
So
Crawl
question,
through.
this dude that's 5'6" and this dude that's like 6'7", who's worming their way through him?
Well, it's more like a circular hole.
I'm a
Okay.
skinny feller.
So I climb through, I dust myself off, I look at them, I'm like, I told you to stand back!
There's like cuts and bruises on me now.
And,
You said lift with my back!
I suppose.
Eldon, just come here. I touch his shoulder and I cast Healing Hands,
Okay.
which is 1d4. Where's my 4? At the first level, and add 1d4 for each high level higher, but I assume I'm only level 1, correct?
Sorry, friend.
Oh, it's all good.
Huh?
Go for a drink.
I'm
I would just do it once and multiply by 5.
Okay, we'll do that. Okay, so it's a 3, so 15. So obviously he's
Just
back.
back up to normal.
He's back up to full health. Are you still holding the dwarf?
I put him down in front of me so he didn't get hit.
But you were touching him, right?
Just standing in front of him. Oh no, I was lifting him a little bit. Yeah, I
Yeah.
was slightly lifting
Yeah.
him.
So obviously he catches the healing power too. It just runs through him like electric, right?
No.
He hasn't taken...
It just runs through.
He took 2 damage, but you're fine because you're a tank.
through me
So,
beard.
so I'm gonna take away my 8 points for that because obviously. But anyways,
He doesn't have hit points on his character sheet.
He does not.
Dun dun dun. I believe it's 47.
47.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
you're at
so
45.
Who?
He's a
is-
god. Actually, he can't be hurt.
Who is in front now?
Well, right now,
Said the dwarf.
he's. I guess, yeah, technically.
I want you to give me a history check just searching for more traps, but you're using your knowledge of the rock around you.
4.
4.
That was a nat 1.
It looks like
These are rocks.
That was a nat.
Yeah, it looks like some really, really great limestone.
These are some nice rocks.
That's a nice boulder.
Reminds me of home.
Although I would imagine that you are probably pretty certain that there are going to be more traps. So.
Ugh. So I say, let's proceed with caution. Let me do a check and see if
I
there's any
start
traps
walking
ahead.
and I'm just looking around.
He's looking though. He's looking.
I got a fuck me. I got an 8.
Okay, you started walking, so
Yep.
now I want you to give me a dexterity check.
All right. I got an 8. Okay.
What traps are apparently not our forte.
No.
So, you just start walking and looking around, and you trip another wire. And a blast, this time in front of you, blocking the exit to the cave, comes down. And you take, from the rubble falling on top of you,
As soon as I hear the wire trip, I just go, ah,
you
fuck.
take 10 force damage from that.
Okay, so he's blasted on, like, underneath some rubble, right?
Yeah,
Like
I mean, it was enough to just come down in front of him and kind of knock him down, send him rolling, but he's not trapped underneath anything.
Okay, well, good. So I pick him up by his collar and I slam him against the side of the cave.
Okay.
It's like, listen, you stupid wizardry
I
retard.
turbulence him. You pissed me off.
You want to do that? You really want to do that?
That's kind of fair. That's kind of fair. I feel
It
like
is
that probably
fair.
would happen
It
in
is
that
fair.
situation.
Three.
The pen.
I know.
Yeah, 2. 6 damage. Just to get him off me.
Yeah, so you're just blasted back 5 feet as,
And I shout at him.
just as soon as you touch him to the wall, so you do slam him in the wall, he's quick with it and blasts you back 5 feet. So now you all are separated. So the way I'm seeing this is, if you were in the cave, you have him here on this wall.
Mm-hmm.
You're 5 feet this way.
Mm-hmm.
You've got the dwarf and Eldon over here, just
Okay,
kind of watching
so-
this go down.
Don't you dare put your hands on me! You scum!
I obviously pull my rapier and put it to his neck as I carry forward him.
Now, lads.
And I say, listen, I'm tired of this. You're rushing in. We can't be affording to take these kind of risks on such a bounty. I'm trying to make money and trying to get home safe.
So
And you're just running through.
rapier out of my face.
You what now?
I take my katana and put your rapier out of my face.
I don't know if your dexterity's good enough to do that. But
I
we'll
would- I'd like to run up and not super hard, but grab both blades. Can't we all just get along?
Maybe if some fool would stop rushing into situations, we
Dylan,
could
give
figure
me,
this out.
give me a persuasion check.
Okay. Oh, that's a +0. 7.
So they find it comical, although you're not persuading them to put aside their differences. But it is very clear to you all right now that that blast had to have alerted somebody, and now the way forward is blocked. For the time being.
Well, listen here.
Is it rubble again?
It is.
Well, wizard, go with your little blasting, and I'll deal with you later, obviously.
That'd be a good time.
Always gonna be
Oh, that's
something.
good rolls. That is, that's math is hard. 12.
12? Yeah, so you easily blast another hole through it, sending rocks shooting out the other side. And this one's a larger hole, obviously, and you all are able to get through the cave.
Dwarf, would you mind walking in the front, considering you're our tank, just so if anything does come out, you can take a little bit better of a hit.
Oh, there's like another.
I go over to
like,
I go
we're
over
between
to
two
Cindric and I
rebels.
put my hand on his shoulder.
And I smack it away. Don't touch me. We're not doing this right now. We'll deal with this later. We're
And
going
I'm gonna
ahead.
tell him, like, listen.
No, you listen, fool. You're sitting here making risk for everybody for no reason. When we could easily have gotten through this without any damage, or, alerting the enemy with your freaking blast that you have to do because You block the way with your little tramping through the traps.
I apologize.
Tramping.
You
little
I am
tramp.
impulsive by nature, and I.
You need to think. This isn't just you. Even if I am usually a loner, I understand that these other people's lives are in my hand as well. You
I
need to
understand.
understand. No, you don't understand, obviously. Because you're just running through. That's fine. Feel how you will, but I'm not risking anybody's life. And you shouldn't either.
I'm not trying to risk everybody's life.
Then when
I'm
you-
trying to get this job done. We're broke. We don't have anything.
I would like to dolphin dive through the hole he made in the rubble.
The only reason I want to talk to you is to apologize for blasting you back there, and to let you know I will be more careful. I know it's a flaw of mine.
Call
Yeah,
of Duty
so-
style.
We'll deal with that later.
So he
And I asked him, I was like, I know you're being hard-headed, stubborn, and absolutely a prick. I would like to ask you to heal me, please. Because I'm almost dead.
How many does it take?
I took
It takes
10.
8 points.
Oh, dang.
I don't have much magic. Let me see here. Fine, I'll heal him. I touch his shoulder, cast Healing Hands again with a 1d4. So it's 4 times 5, which is 20. So I heal him for 20 points.
Sweet.
Costing me 8 points of arcane. I said, listen, I don't have much magic left, obviously. So I'm gonna need you to slow it down over there with your
And I motioned.
shenanigans.
I bowed at him, thanking him, and I motioned for him to take lead.
Well, the problem with that is while you were arguing, Eldon went and dolphin dived through the hole that you opened up.
Now I gotta go catch the other guy running through this place. Is the dwarf still in the-
No traps are triggered, and Eldon's just sitting on the other side of the cave at this point.
I'm like, ready,
Still
dwarf?
with you all, yep.
Alrighty, well let's just go. Let's just go. I motion for the dwarf to go first, and the wizard to go after him, and I will take the back.
I helped the
obviously.
dwarf out of the hole.
So he doesn't fall and take damage.
Thank you.
Toss me.
Toss me.
You're gonna have to toss me. Is it okay if we tell the elf though? Okay.
We can tell
Just
this
making
all.
sure. Yeah. So as you get out, it's kind of like a moment of peace as you all end the argument that was happening in the cave, and just kind of come back to the task at hand. That moment is very short-lived though, because the fortress is right behind you, and you hear the voice of another goblin going, "It's the intruders! Raise the gate!" As you hear the gates of this.
Where's this goblin at?
Well, let's actually orient you all. To
Why
where-
don't you set us up so I know where this goblin
Yes.
is, so I know where to shoot toward. I mean,
Yeah.
find
So
his enemy.
we'll say y'all come out again, like right outside the gate of the fortress, and this is the gate that is now oriented up.
Where's the goblin voice come from?
It's from inside the fortress.
Of course.
Can I see inside of it at all?
You can try to peer through the cracks. Just give me an investigation check.
Like, I can't see through this doorway.
Well, the gate's up right now.
It's already up?
Yeah.
Well, as it was rising, I couldn't take a look.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Okay.
I would like to cast Path of
Do
Shadows.
I see anything, or do I have to roll for that?
Just roll.
I would like to hide.
10.
Yeah. So
No, not
you
hide.
were doing a vision thing too.
No, I was gonna hide. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I rolled a 1 though.
Excuse me. Yeah, you can just see like I'm gonna send them out right now. A band of goblins just kind of towards the center of their little makeshift camp.
Oh, I don't have to roll for this. I just have to make a roll for each minute. Never mind.
I'm preparing the warhammer. Yeah.
But also, there are quite a number of other bandits mixed in with the crowd who are now all alerted to your presence.
All right, so wizard, you have some kind of giant like area tag, right? Could you explain that to us?
Well, which one do you want?
I want the most powerful, most biggest radius you got.
You'll show.
I want all of it at once.
Galadriel, guide me. Start doing my wizard chant like, "Here's my
Because it's a fortress like this, like he can rain the spell in there without us. Because he doesn't need to see, he just needs to know where he's
You
aiming
are
at.
correct. He absolutely can.
So I would like for you to
So
just.
I would like to go ahead and create an infernal dragon.
Wait. Eldrin, would you tell him where you saw everybody in there first, so he knows it's kind of a general area where to fire the attack?
They are hiding in the back like cowards.
Aim for the back.
Okay, so create an infernal dragon.
If you get ready
He
for
is.
our frontal assault, you're going to go in there and crack
His
some skulls.
wingspan is 40 feet. He's 15 foot tall.
Awesome. Sorry.
Imposing dragon. He's soaring through the sky right now, and then he dives towards an area where I choose. Upon impact, all creatures within a 40-foot range take 4d12 fire damage. And then each creature takes more damage until they... Yeah. So he said towards the back, so
Yeah.
I'm just picturing where half of it is, slightly behind it.
So about right here.
A little bit to your, like one space towards you, like somewhere right there.
That's fine. I mean, I just need
Okay.
a somewhat.
And the radius on that was what again?
It's 40 feet.
40 feet.
I think that pretty much covers all of it.
But not.
Right?
It wouldn't cover all
5,
of
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Pretty much right.
No, I'd say he could get this whole portion though.
But there's that one feller back there.
Yep.
Okay.
They take 4d12 fire damage.
So you need to roll your 12 4 times, or
Yeah.
you can roll 4 of them. Do you want another one?
So help me keep track. 7. Is that a 9? The dot on the bottom.
7.
16. It's 23. Oh. 35.
And they do get no save, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah. So, as the bandits are kind of looking, they feel kind of safe behind the
Just
walls.
subtract my points real quick.
They feel kind of safe behind the walls that they have constructed, and but from the now closed gate, they see sprout up a flame that creates a dragon in the sky. And as the wizard said, it swoops around and comes down into the center and just completely turns all of these guys right here,
Into a charred skeleton, right?
yeah, into just charred remains and ashes. And
But there will still be skulls.
there will be, yes.
Excellent.
Excellent.
And I look at Cedric, I'm like, when we get in there, tell me how many burnt piles there are. I would like to add to my body count.
You'll see the skulls, my friend.
From the back of the fortress, you hear a man's voice say, "What in the blazes is going on out here?"
Pun intended.
As he comes out of the rear part of the fortress.
I look at my fellow.
Is this gate still up? Or did they get blocked?
No, the gate is still up.
I look at my fellow comrades. I'm like, listen, all right. So we got you who can blast it, or we got you who can just beat it down with your hammer.
I was going to start getting out some rope.
I was going to say we can need. Well, I don't want to climb over because if we climb over, they might get an attack of opportunity. If they have like ranged weapons, they can shoot at us while we're climbing.
They don't
the
get
wall.
attacks of opportunities.
They might. Well,
Can I see through the cracks?
Yeah.
Okay, what can I see? Who are these people can I see?
So right now, you can see this man who clearly looks like he's in charge. Where are you? You're right there.
Mhm.
So you can see him just barely. And then maybe through these cracks over here, you can see these two, but kind of from your angle, you can't see her at all.
Okay, I would like to use blink. Oh, well, how far is this? Can you count from
Yeah.
me?
Yeah. $30 would be getting you right here.
Okay, I got 30 more to go. So
Right there.
okay, I'd like to use blink and teleport there.
Okay.
does it cost you any arcane to cast your turbulence, or is that a cantrip? Okay, cool beans. Is there any way you could blast and then kind of like back out of the way so the dwarf can rush in?
Oh yeah, like see if you can see latches that you can like blast off that just make the hinges come down.
So you
like
can
from the bottom?
you can kind of see
Or
string.
the top. Yeah.
You can kind of see string pull, or not really string, but like
Like a
pretty
pulley
durable
system.
rope kind of pulled through a pulley system that's holding it up.
Could you blast the pulley system?
So I can see the pulley system at the top.
You can.
Okay, I'm going
You
to
need
take
to-
both hands and I'm
You need to
going
rush in as soon as he gets that down.
to point directly at that and blast it.
Okay.
You got your big warhammer out?
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm gonna
nice.
put-
Uh,
I'm gonna put
11.
a fire
11.
in on it.
11.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's
So
see how-
you blast it, and the pulley system just blasts apart.
And I step to the
And-
side so the dwarf can
Yeah.
run in.
Yeah, absolutely. And the gate drops down, and you are rushing in.
Charging.
George. I
I'm
assume-
going to step into the doorway after he gets all the way
I'm gonna shoot
through.
across
So you can get right here, Blake,
attack of
on
opportunity.
the bridge, and you're rushing in next.
Yeah, I'm going to stay behind the dwarf though.
Okay.
And I'm right next
We'll
to
leave you
him.
one space behind it, and you're
Yeah.
going in too.
Yep, right next to him. So right now, yeah.
Okay.
Can you take an attack of opportunity with crossbow?
They already know you're here.
They do. Okay, that's right. Yeah.
I mean, I still pulled out my crossbow.
Okay.
Just so as I'm going in, I pull my crossbow out.
Mhm.
So dwarf, I guess we're still not within a area to attack each other, right? So we still got to get up to them, really.
Yep.
Okay, so I say dwarf on your right, 2 men. Maybe you could take care of them for me, like head toward those guys. Wizard, there's one on the left. Would you mind going after him? And then I'll stay back and just shoot at whoever I can. I mean, I'm just saying, I'll take the back. And I look at Eldon.
Can I also,
I'm like,
as
Eldon.
we're, before we get to the initiative part, can I do an Arcana check to see if I can sense any magic users in here?
Yeah.
9.
Nothing.
Eldon, do you think you can take the main dude down and not kill him so we can get information?
Is he a Dodman?
Give me a history check, Jacob.
Nat 20.
You are aware that, again, harming the former associates of Selwyn Darkflame terminates the contract for your group.
I understand.
So, yeah, okay, I'm just making sure that we're all clear on that.
Yeah, no, that's why I said subdue him without killing
Yep,
him.
yep.
So that guy does not need.
Yeah, are we talking like no harm at all? Can I knock this dude out?
Yeah. It's
just
just
can't
no
kill him.
mortal harm.
Oh, okay.
It can't be killed.
Well, he's still
Remember,
in
Eldon.
fire, so...
If he dies, the contract is void. We get no money.
Is he a Dodman?
You can see him. You need to figure that out for yourself.
He's not.
I won't kill him.
Okay, fair enough. I
Now-
can respect that.
For the first time in this campaign, roll initiative.
It's plus dex, right?
No, there's an initiative bonus in the middle.
But
Oh,
yeah.
What is there?
Oh, yeah, +4, 15.
Oh, very nice. It's up here.
It's right here. Yeah, you're +1 because you're slow. Oh, you still get a 20, though.
20.
14.
So we have Reinhold, and then
Me.
and Cindric.
Mm-hmm.
I have a 3.
And then Trent.
Renaki.
Renaki. And then
Renaki.
Eldon, obviously.
Okay, we will go with you first, Master Dwarf.
You know.
All right, I'm gonna have to go for those two on the right. I'm gonna charge him with the big warhammer.
Can he do like water boy as he runs in?
That's as far as your movement will take you at this point.
Do you have a ranged rune attack?
It'll say that.
Gust of Frozen.
Lightning rune.
3 enemies within 20 feet.
I mean, you could lightning rune them.
Yep.
5, 10, 15, 20. I don't know if it reaches.
Well, no, it's just a radius of 20 feet. It doesn't have a specific like distance it can take.
Just as within 10, 20 feet.
It can hit 3 enemies within 20 feet.
Oh, nice. Within 20 feet, though.
So you could cast it,
Want to get closer?
Yeah, you'll have to be just a little bit closer.
but it doesn't
Okay.
say he has to be within 20 feet of them. Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's-
it does.
it's
You're
creatures
right.
within, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. My bad. Go ahead.
Yep. So, are you ending your turn there?
Is that all I can do? Pretty much.
You can use your bonus for more
You
movement.
could really glare at him.
Give him the dwarf snarl.
Give me an intimidation check.
That's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah, bro. This guy's rolls are killer, bro.
18. I'm gonna growl
It's
at him.
feral! He says the other one is, he kind of recoils, and that will bring us
Phone coming
to,
out of your eye.
that will bring us to you, Cindric.
I step right inside of the gate here, right behind, I step in and to the right of my little dwarf friend there. And then you're taking on the single chick in the back, just so you like, if that's okay.
Just keep in mind the dead people, there's still fire there burning.
Okay, fair enough. So what's my range on my heavy crossbow? Like I need to know, like, 'cause, like if I'm gonna be shooting at people, I need.
It's 60 feet before, you start hitting disadvantage for the long shot.
Okay, so how far away am I from him here? GM?
From this very guy right here?
No, from these two dudes over here.
Oh.
Eldon's taking care of the main dog.
Say 45 from him and maybe another 50 from this guy.
Oh, so I'm 45 feet from this guy?
and then just 50 from this guy.
Okay, I'd like to shoot at that guy with looks like a mace.
Okay. Yep.
17 plus
That hits.
dexterity. And then my heavy crossbow does 1d10. So that's 5 plus 4. So 9.
9 points total.
Mm-hmm.
Not quite dead yet.
But not quite. Not dead.
I reload, obviously. Do we have to do that?
No.
Okay, just checking. Also, like, can I get a count on my bolts? Because I'd like to keep track of that.
Say you have like 30.
We got 30 bolts. Okay, I want to keep track. We'll say 29. I mean, I'm probably gonna pick them all up. You just gotta remember that.
And that brings us to this bandit's turn. And she's going to try to move in.
Now those bodies are on fire, so she's got like fire in front of her.
Yep, she's just.
She has to make a Constitution
Yep,
saving.
at the sight of her friends being burned, she just rushes forth to meet Eldon. 2. That does not save.
It needs to be a 12, so it's 1d10 fire damage. Do I roll the damage or do you?
You do.
Just the 10.
Eldon, remember, she
So,
does not matter. You
8.
can
Do I
kill her
add
if you like.
anything to it?
Yep, you
Or,
had your
you know,
spell casting,
other
which is
things
wisdom
you would
and
like to
wisdom.
do.
You'll probably die.
Just
Uh,
death.
11.
Just death.
Yeah.
11?
Yep.
She
Nothing
just
else,
burns
nothing.
to a crisp instantly.
Oh my gosh.
All right, then you can help us, and as soon as we get these 2 dudes down,
I
we'll
just
go
start
ahead.
laughing.
Are you still under? No, surely not 2 weeks
No.
later. Okay, so yeah, it does sound menacing. Not like.
That's what I imagine it as, but
And that takes us to your turn.
Sweet.
would a wrestling thing, would that be strength or would that be dexterity?
It's strength.
Is it on
To
there?
grapple somebody, yeah,
Yeah.
strength.
Okay, so who's the strongest?
Probably me.
You were the dwarf. He's short and
I got
stocky.
+4 on athletics.
What's your strength? +2. Okay, so it'd be you. Okay, cool. So you're the grappling guy. I'm glad I sent you in there.
Quick question for you, GM. I have the spell Dancing Laughter, but it doesn't have like a range. It doesn't stay.
Anyone you can see.
Yeah, it's anyone you can see.
And I can see the guy in the very back.
You can.
Okay, I'm gonna shout out. Is it like a bonus action to my comrades? Don't hurt the guy in the back.
Which was already the plan, like
Yes.
I said.
I'm sorry, but he's
And
using
I'm
magic,
using-
which is the only true measure of strength.
Yes.
So
I use Dancing Laughter.
Okay.
Manipulates opponent involuntarily dancing and laughing. Creature must make a Constitution save of 16 or be trapped in Dancing Laughter.
Okay.
Luckily, you're
Well,
short,
I'm-
so I can shoot over top of you while you're breaking kneecaps.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited to try that
You
out.
say a Constitution
With
saving
all-
throw?
Like, my dexterity's pretty
He
high,
hits a
so
17.
I shouldn't hit you. You might
So
get hit.
he is not
Okay.
affected by your dancing laughter.
Obviously, this guy has no sense of humor, but whatever.
and no dance moves.
He feels a slight tickle, and he's like,
Does it not go? Does he not make a save until his turn, or is he?
well, if you cast on him, it says he makes a save, and he makes a save.
It just
like
says
that.
Save your
must make
throw.
okay, yeah. And then while in combat, they make a new one. Yeah, so yeah, that makes sense. That didn't work. And I moved.
That didn't work.
I advance forward.
Son of a-
Your full movement.
Yeah, but I want to stay out of the fire, so I guess somewhere like around the outside
I'm
of
gonna
it.
put you right there, so you can still see
Okay.
to do things.
How
Eldon,
far away are these other guys from me?
About 50 foot. The first one about 60 on the other.
Just
Yeah,
for next turn.
And Eldon is the limit. Like if he goes one more square forward, he's in the fire.
That's gonna be my turn because I've already used a bonus movement and an action, so you can pass on my failure of a turn.
Okay,
I think it was.
and that brings us to this bandit over here with the flail. He's just going to move in on Grindholt and take a attack throw on you. Oh.
A 1 does not hit, no.
So, DM privilege? No, just joking. he comes in.
He
and-
rolled a nat 20.
He comes in and swings at you, and just this rusty link on his flail just snaps, and the ball just goes flying off. So now he just has a stick with a chain link on it. And that will bring us to who is presumably Quade Vander's turn. And what he is going to do is pull out his light crossbow.
Better than a heavy.
And he is going to send a shot right at Renaki.
Okay.
What is it, GM?
Does a 10 hit?
Nope.
Then the bolt just passes right by you and right out the gate of the fortress, and as he loads another one and takes another shot at you.
Okay.
Has anyone taken damage?
No.
So that
My
one
lovely friend.
We're real strong.
Well,
That
he kind
one
of did a lot of damage.
is
Luckily, thanks.
going to be a 25.
That definitely hits. Yes. Wowza.
Yeah. I
4
mean,
or 5 points.
it helps
and-
that you killed everyone.
So his aim is not very true right now, and the bolt just kind of sticks in your shoulder a little bit, but nothing too crazy.
Snap it off.
Dramatic wizards.
And that brings us to the last bandit's turn, who is going to again move in on the advancing party with his friend, and that brings us back to the top of initiative with you.
Knock his fucking block off.
I haven't gone.
Yeah, I'm just going in. I'm going in with the warhammer.
Oh, sorry, hold on.
Oh.
I did. He goes next.
Is there fire all around?
So, from this block here,
Okay, I'll just teleport where there's not fire right here, right up on him.
okay, you only have 30 feet of teleportation.
60 feet actually.
60?
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Fire out. So we
Okay.
get down.
Yep, so we'll go right here.
Okay, and then I would just like to.
Sure.
Well, I have a really
It's
giant
supposed to
sword. Can I just like
Yeah.
knock him out?
Try to not. You
Yeah.
want to try to do non-lethal?
Yeah.
Flat,
that's fine,
flat
yeah.
part, just
Okay.
tapping.
I'd like to teleport. Obviously, he's gonna be surprised that I teleported next to him, and he's gonna be like, "I'm not going to kill you," as I raise my giant sword. I got a 23.
Yeah, so you say I'm not going to kill you, and you raise it up, and he's just kind of taken aback as you just slam it into his skull. You do break his nose, but it does knock him out
Okay.
onto the ground.
Sweet.
You can get some
And I
rope
guess that's
from
my
the wizard.
turn.
And now
Can I
that
have
brings
some
us to
rope?
you.
We'll get to him in a second.
I think I'm gonna have to go in with the warhammer on the
The guy right in front of you.
yep the
Smash
guy
him.
who missed with the flail.
Like a fool.
His flail.
What do I?
Plus your strength.
Just
7. Yeah.
So
7.
7.
Unfortunately,
They
that
could
does
look
not
at it
hit.
mean again. Hmm.
And now he's just kind of bracing his
This thing's got rabies. Try to bite his ankle. No, it's actually bite the ankle.
And that brings us to you.
I'm gonna step over one. Boop. Sling a bolt at the guy with the spear, lance.
It's a mace.
Mm-hmm. Just a long mace.
The long mace, apparently.
L.O. Mace.
Nat 20.
Ouchies.
First nat 20 of the game in combat.
Gotta love it.
so.
With 3 plus 4, so 7, so 14.
Yeah.
So he takes 14 damage.
Yeah, right. But he takes that crossbow bolt right between the eyes and just
Stiff.
falls,
Stiff
falls
legs.
back straight.
Does he go cross-eyed?
Maybe for a brief second
Okay.
before death.
He's watching the arrow. That's
Yep.
what's happened, or the bolt.
As I sling this bolt into this dude's forehead, I'm like, Wizard, go help Eldon. Me and the dwarf has got this guy. So I'm
I'm gonna scream back. Or kill the one right next to you. He's dead. He's knocked out.
No, we can take him, can't we?
Yeah, we got him.
What if he wakes up? Is
And
what I'm
that brings
thinking
us to you.
This is a crazy idea. How far away is Eldon from me?
From you?
Yeah.
$60 feet.
Okay. I have an idea that's crazy.
Don't kill me.
No.
about.
GM, you tell me if it's too ridiculous or not. My plan is to get out some of the rope, right? Put it in a ball. Gonna use turbulence to wind gust it so it goes.
That makes perfect sense.
I love it. I do.
So that way it's kind of like a grappling hook in a way, kind of throwing
you
it
said
towards
it was
him.
my call, but to me, something is only as ridiculous as the DOS allows it to be.
Right.
It's also made out of metal though, so the fire doesn't affect it. That's good.
And
Something.
it should probably
And the wind's probably gonna like also.
What wind?
Yeah, give
hit
me.
us from the gust.
Oh, that's
He's
true.
gusting that
You're
sucker.
right. You're right. You're right.
I'm not gonna say Arcana because you can cast the spell, of course. It's a cantrip. I would say just give
like
me a dexterity
performance?
check. Just a dexterity. Regular dexterity.
Oh damn it! I got an 11.
He wraps himself in it.
No. I mean, in my mind, it's just shooting a ball.
Alright.
It won't quite go 60 feet, but it does land out of the fire about 5 feet away from Eldon, and it kind of rolls another foot, but doesn't quite hit its target.
I give him a good old thumbs up. And I chop it off so that way he can grab it and do whatever he needs to with that.
Gotta go.
And is there still people next to me?
There's that one guy. He's the only guy left.
I guess I'm gonna start walking around the fire the other side to get to Eldon. Start taking my time getting there. Unless the flame got put out already. I don't know how long it lasts. Hang on. It doesn't say how long it stays there.
Could I use a frost ring to
I presumably
completely
there's
blow the
nothing to
fire
burn. It's
away?
probably gone.
I don't think.
I don't know.
worth it. It'll
Yeah,
run
Yeah, I'd say
out.
it's gone by now.
Oh, if it's gone, I'm just gonna go straight line for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
From where I was at.
So I'd
Sorry.
say it'll burn.
I was just assuming it stayed.
Right there. That ends your movement. Yeah. That will take us to the bandit in front of Reinhold.
Who's got a stick now?
Yep. Who has
There's
a
some
stick.
links. There's some links, bro.
Got some links on there.
Smacks him with the chain.
Will a
It's not the size of the
17 hit you?
It's how you use it.
Yes.
Is that like the strength? Is that?
That's your armor class. So if it's
Oh.
above that number, it hits.
Okay.
For 4 points.
Yeah, you're
He
fine.
just bangs you in the head with the down,
Oh,
down. As he bangs you in the head.
Down, you rabbit.
like mini me off of Austin Powers. Here you go. You can minus your health, your hit points on there now. Like 47 minus whatever. I think you gotta take 2 off for the rock that you took, and then
Y'all are taking gambles and they are really paying off for y'all.
Yeah.
So I've taken 7 damage in total. Or 6.
Yeah.
it's at 6. 4 plus 2. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, excellent.
Excellent.
So whose turn is it now? GM.
That would bring us to actually Eldon's turn because Quaid's incapacitated.
Okay. I could pick up the rope, or I could throw my giant sword.
What do you want to throw it for?
No. I holler before he does anything. Have you got him subdued yet?
He's knocked out! He's on the ground as you can visually see from back where you are!
He might have just laid down and taken a nap. Why don't you just go ahead and tie him up for us there, buddy Opalo, friend of mine, fellow Donman.
I would like to kind of pick him up and just kind of hold him. He's a lowman, right?
Mhm.
So he's okay, he's small. So I'll pick him up and kind of just hold him right here, and then can I? Am I just? Yeah, I still have my bonus. So just grab the rope and just kind of. Or is that 2? I'm trying to think. Is grabbing and tying that 2 different things? Yeah.
Like tying
Yeah,
would be
it would
action,
be.
right?
Yeah.
And then grabbing could be a bonus action.
Well, because
He's
at
incapacitated.
this point he has picking up the ball, which would take an action.
yeah.
Picking him up.
Yeah.
And
Why
then,
don't you just time while he's laying down then?
Because they're not right next to each other.
Yeah, pick up.
But it's
As a
5 feet
bonus
away,
action.
so I'd have to
Oh,
walk
that would be
away.
an action too, wouldn't it?
Yeah, so I'll just kind of hold him and walk
Okay.
towards the rope and pick it up.
Okay. Yep. That will end your turn, correct?
Mhm.
And that brings us back to you.
I'm pretty mad that I just missed a swing, so I'm going in for another.
Hell yeah, bro. So plus your strength, so plus 2.
18.
Yep, that'll hit.
Hell yeah.
Now your does 12, so pick up your 12-sided die. Yep. Roll it. 10 plus 2, 12.
Yeah. So after as he's just trying to kind of keep swinging at your head, you just come through with a huge uppercut with the hammer and just smash his head as he flies backwards and hits the ground, killing the last bandit.
Growl at him.
And ending our combat phase. So your movement is now free as an initiative.
Thank you.
First thing I do is go and collect all the goblin skulls.
First thing I
Okay.
All the goblin skulls. How many goblins are there, GM?
1, 2, 3, 4, 8. I killed 8 out of those.
Yeah, we get it, dude. We get it. Your magic's great. Okay.
8.
There's 8 goblins.
Yes.
Okay, sweet. So plus the one I already have, that's 9 goblin skulls. Wizard, I need some more rope
Like
to
the
tie.
predator with goblins.
Wizard, I would like some more rope for my
Insert
goblin
predator
skulls.
noise.
How much?
Just
Like
get,
8
that's everyone. They're in the
You have
problem.
unlimited rope. It doesn't matter how much you give me. Okay, so I have all my goblin skulls.
I'm gonna have to try to loot the guy I killed.
Yeah, go for it.
Probably the smartest comment.
I too would also
The
like.
smartest comment.
I'll
Are you
loot
trying to
that
do
guy.
something?
Yeah, I was going to help Eldon tie him up if that's not already been said.
Is that
Yep,
investigation?
that's fine.
You don't have to move us, right? You can just say it.
I'm just gonna move it over there. But yeah, you all, Renaki quickly makes it over to you, and you all get to work speedily tying up Quaid Vander. You collect your skulls, and I need your investigation check.
16.
Mm.
16? Yeah, so you find a bag of 5 gold on this guy.
I too would like to check this guy that I killed.
Okay, yeah.
Nice.
Well, since we have him tied up, he's subdued. I'm going to check and make sure he doesn't have any weapons. And if I have him find loot, then cool.
Okay.
Let's see if he's got
13.
any info on him, too.
13?
Yep.
You notice that the shield that guy has is crested with just various rubies. They aren't of like a high quality, like the highest quality, but it's definitely more ornate.
What
shield
kind of
than
shade are these rubies?
Okay.
As a jewelry store worker, salesman, I believe I could tell you their quality.
They're kind of some of them are mixed between lighter and darker red, but they all have kind of cracks where he's taken a decoration.
Are
shield.
there inclusions?
They are included as a 5
Now, could I check to see if the shield's worth any, like how much the shield itself's worth, or if it's just worth taking
Well,
my dagger and
you
popping
could
them out?
take it to the first shot, but
I'm just gonna take my dagger and pop the
yeah,
stones out.
that's what I was
So-
about to say. You're pretty much like the rubies are really the only valuable thing.
So tell me how many rubies I get.
We'll say 7,
Okay.
and then you.
So I rolled a 10.
I'll roll.
Patting him
I'll
down.
roll for it too.
So
That's an 18.
yep. So you find several concealed and laced with poison, and by several I mean 4 laced with poison throwing knives, and you find 2 potions of vanishing mist, which is presumably what he uses to throw on the ground to just get out of the way before he can throw.
He's Batman. He's got his batarangs in his.
So there's smoke bombs.
Smoke bombs.
That's cool.
That's cool.
All right. So
I put those in my inventory. You said they were vanishing mist?
vanishing mist.
Yeah, well,
yes.
I just find some poison knives, and he's got cool mist.
Reniki, I'm gonna be honest with you.
That's because your character would use it as like an exfoliant on his face.
Reniki, you
Really
killed
looks
most of
porous.
these guys, so obviously you have first dibs on the looting of all the rest of the bodies, minus these 2 fellers
And the skulls.
and that guy, and the skulls, obviously.
Yeah, how much?
I was
gonna
going to say,
find
is
on
there
these
anything
crispy
to loot, or is
carcasses?
it all
Well,
burnt
gold
to the
coins and
crust?
stuff would still be there. So like coins, valuables,
Okay.
rubies.
Yeah, I'll go check through
If
that.
it's hot enough
I
to
don't
turn
think-
them to ash instantly. Oh no, they're not, just not gonna be coins.
No, they
they're
were
gonna be like
burning.
nuggets.
No, well, they were burning. They weren't like ashed instantly.
Yeah, so I mean, you're able to find a good 20 pieces of silver that are, or as they said, melted, and maybe 4 pieces of gold.
Okay, I split it evenly with the party.
Go ahead.
Okay, so there was 20 pieces of silver.
And 4 pieces of gold.
1 gold, so everyone gets 5 silver, 1 gold.
And that's probably about all that there really is to pick that's left because they were burned to ash.
Was there anything on what's his name?
Oh,
Is this
Quaid.
Quaid.
Quaid Broadbeam?
Vandar.
Not yet. There is nothing that in the immediate vicinity that allows you to determine his location, but you do have one of the associates in custody. He is currently knocked out.
So we gotta wake him up to interrogate him.
Yes. However, we are going to stop there today and pick up with that
Oh,
next
you piece
time
of dirt.
on Tales of Trusia.